is still a concern in your county. Let's applaud your county, presidents, that is the governors, if they have been doing something amazing on the roads. Machakos, you have been, appreciated so many times for good works on the roads. Let me know, Kilifi County, habari ya leo, Garissa, Wajir, Samburu, how is it this morning? As far as development and of course infrastructure is concerned, school buses and school vans, any hitches this morning on your way to school, let me know. The traffic police as well, if there's anything I need to communicate to the rest of the Wananchi, it would be a pleasure and an honor to be the medium this morning. But of course at Mathri Roads, naona tu kelele inapigwa hapo juu ya Mombasa Road. What is going on Mombasa Road? Watu wangu wa Mombasa Road umeamka aje? How is it? What's going on along Mombasa Road? I'll be checking that shortly. Jogoo Road, how are you this morning? Uhuru Highway, very, very keenly, I want to know what's going on Uhuru Highway. Watu wa Rongai. Habari ya Edgar mwenyewe. Edgar, diaspora. Mathri zenu nasikia ni za moto sana. How are you guys doing? Lately, I don't hear much of indiscipline going on around the matatus and mathris, but I want to take a short look, I'll look shortly on Thika Road as well. Thika Road was not looking good yesterday. How is it this morning? Use the hashtag #TheMorningDrift. And of course, just to bring you up to speed, after this breakdown, I get into the discussion with Simba on the expressway. As we spoke about the expressway yesterday, it dawned on us that pretty much the exits are not as efficient, but the fact that Kenyans are overcrowding, I would say that, if I would use that word, forgive me, quote unquote, or pretty much squeezing into the exits, then that means that the expressway was much needed. Perhaps we just need to enhance efficiency, but the question is, how? Must we redesign the expressway, or what are your thoughts on redesigning to, of course, enhance efficiency? If you feel it's efficient enough, also let me know in the comment section at Lookup TV. Experts, Mr. Worotet, musiniwache hivyo leo. I want to hear from you this morning. At Mathri Roads, real quick, let's take a look at what's going on Mombasa Road. And I told you all, Thika Road, Mombasa Road, mad crazy. All right, if you have any other alternative route, I would tell you, you need to consider that. At exactly 7:21 a.m., if you're from Thika Road, let nothing convince you that from driving you can take that Mathare Road to exit Juja Road, then town. It will mess you big time. Just stick to the highway. That is the first tweet I am seeing right here. If you're on Thika Road, or if you are from Thika Road, let nothing convince you that from drive-in, you can take that Mathare Road to exit Juja Road, then town. It will mess you big time. Just stick to the highway. I'm beginning to think there is a bit of traffic on that service lane. Your handle is a bit difficult for me, but sounds to me like one of those 50 cents handles. But thank you very much. So Thika Road, please stick to the highway. Whichever means you want to get in, do not think you can deviate from the highway to drive in. Haikai vizuri. So please be, informed. We are being told here that you can please stick to the highway if you're on Thika Road or from Thika Road. Let nothing convince you. Drive in, no-go zone. It will mess you up. Now, there's mad traffic from Lab to Airtel along Mombasa Road. They have closed one lane. At some point, ni gari moja tu inapita. They're probably repairing those potholes. Well, thank you, Stan_Subru. Thank you for that update. One thing I want to, of course, appreciate and celebrate is that it's been closed for a good cause. Question is the timing proper? And why you guys told in advance? Look, Kura Roads, NTSA, I really love you guys. Mad respect to what you do in authority. But our Kenyans are aware about this. Did you guys have a prior communication? If you missed, you might want to follow those handles for prior communication and information. However, kama hukukuwa unajua, there's mad traffic from Lab to Airtel along Mombasa Road, and they have closed one lane. At some point, ni gari moja tu inapita. So what it means there is there's a go slow. So if there's a go slow, that we are also expecting a bit of traffic snarl up or building up, but they are probably repairing those potholes. So it has two sides of the coin. Positively, they are doing some good stuff there for the potholes, and the other side is you're going to have to go a bit slow, so call your bosses and say, it's probably for a good cause. All right, nini naendelea Mombasa Road mshaambiwa. Mtu anasema nimeenda detour na Southern Bypass saa asubuhi bana. So apparently kuna hiyo repair nadhani inafanyika. So Mombasa Road at iReal OG, it is what it is. But of course, the timings. I was told most constructions happen at night. So that we don't inconvenience the road users. I don't know for sure, I'm not an expert, but that is what is going on today. All right, let's consider all parties as we take a look at the road updates this morning. So, at Kenha Kenya, at Kofek_Africa, someone says, so they took Mombasa Road from us by making it jammed up to force us to make the quote-unquote sensible choices and pay for a route we didn't have to pay for in the first place. Tinzi, your name is difficult, but I really appreciate your tweet. And I think you were speaking about the expressway. You're saying you don't have to pay for the expressway, and you guys were good, and that they only twisted a few things to make you, or rather force you to pay for the expressway. We find out as we speak with Simba on the same. You know, NTSA Kenya again, this is at Sensi Locust. Vad Mathrid saying it's just but a statistics company. NTSA, someone says you're just a statistics company. Look around and see trucks are driving without tail lights and reflectors and no one is bothered. I am bothered. I'm here to find out if Simba has seen this as well and is bothered. But of course, thank you very much, Sensi Locust, for that observation. It's all for the good cause that we have these discussions on road safety. DN Karaoke, let me again, pretty much share this. At Kenha, Kenya, it beats logic to block all lanes but one on a major road like Mombasa Road. Again, the construction of Mombasa Road ongoing and causing a bit of inconvenience. So kama unatoka nyumbani and you're joining Mombasa Road for whatever reason you have to use Mombasa Road, kidogo hapo kuna shida. Lost man hours and horrendous traffic just to fix potholes. What do Kenyans want though? Mnataka to fix potholes, tukianza kufix, we are just causing traffic. Is it the order that we don't have? What really is going on? I think there's a problem with either communication or balance. Let me find out from Simba. Simba, I missed you for the few minutes you were away. I'm sure you sipped on coffee, but it's good to have you on the Arrival Live again today. Let me tell you, yesterday we had so much feedback on how much we, shed light on the expressway. But before we talk about the expressway, I just want to know how your journey was here today.
Fantastic. Actually know what's going on at the lab, between the lab area and Airtel area. So now they've decided to do some construction on the side. As you're approaching to town, there's a section there where they are constructing the drainage on that particular area. So what they've done, they've squeezed that particular region to only a single lane.
So is it the drainage or is it the potholes?
It's the drainage. It's the drainage. It's the drainage. Just below the flyover that takes you to the other side of the road. Yes, just that particular area. They're fixing the drainage on the left side, and that's exactly where we have that particular area squeezed into one lane.
So isn't it a good thing? Is it that Kenyans are ignorant? Is it that we're lacking patience? Because if that's being done, I think it's a good thing. We've always wanted this to be done.
It is a good thing. That place has been a bit problematic for some time now, because sometimes it would rain and then all that water will spill into the road. Right? Onto the road,
I know. And
that
it's
particular,
just drizzling and then we're suddenly
it
on a
spills
lake.
onto the road. And even the sewer system at that particular point, when they were constructing the expressway and then removing that older bridge and constructing the new one, they did actually affect it to some level. So when you get there, you will see that, well, it's a bit spilling onto the road. So same thing I saw along, what is that area? Just opposite the KRA offices along Mombasa Road. That drainage also has a problem. In particular, the drainage system, the sewage system. I think they must have affected it, so it sort of spills. I think they're trying to correct that particular area.
And I think that's a good thing. We're going to be talking about the expressway shortly. We started this conversation yesterday. You can catch it on YouTube. But I think it's important that we continue with it, Simba. We left a few things pending, and we also wanted to hear your thoughts, guys. So when we come back, let's reason together. Use the hashtag The Morning Drift. Talk to Simba and I in the comment section. Would really love to engage with you, but we take a very short breather. We'll be right back as we urge each of us and you to arrive alive.
Get a chance to wake up as a tourist as you view Mount Kenya every day by buying a plot of land at Wema Gardens, Maru Moru. At only 400 meters off tarmac, this is the right place to build your dream home, cottages or holiday homes. You can also buy this property to give to your children as a special inheritance. Water and electricity are in the vicinity, while neighbors are already building their homes. These plots are specially ready for you with title deeds scheduled to be out in 6 months. Buy a 50 by 100 plot of land at Wema Gardens for only 399,000 Kenya shillings. You can also pay for your plot through our friendly 1-year installments plan.
Welcome to Look Up Guest House, Retreat and Prayer Center. When you first come in, we will be happy to receive you at our reception, then proceed to our cozy and well-equipped accommodation facilities. We aim to provide our guests with a unique, comfortable, and worthwhile experience. Here at Look Up Guest House, we provide our guests with a continuous supply of room amenities. A cool environment for all your retreat activities.
Look Up Guest House, Retreat and Prayer Center. For reservation, contact us on info@lookupguesthouse.org or call us on 0746 788 707.
Kwa habari kutoka kaunti zote nchini Kenya.
Habari zinazoangazia maswala yanayokugusa moja kwa moja ni habari kutoka mashinani. Tunakujuza kuhusu uchumi.
Hakuna haja ya kupiga kura. Tunapigia viongozi gani? Na sisi tunapata tabu.
Kilimo. Afya.
Sisi kama wahudumu wa afya, ikifika saa 6 usiku hatutakuwa kazini.
Uzalishaji na siasa katika kuelimisha na kutoa hamasa ya kipekee.
Tunataka uchumi wa Kenya usaidie mkubwa kwa wadogo.
Ungana nami Lame Kaungo ninapoleta taarifa hizi hapa Look Up TV.
Very well organized.
Wanawake anasumbua.
Wanawake unajua wako na sijui naweza sema ni nini, lakini wako na kujipenda kiasi. Kwa hiyo unaweza kuwa unambeba anakaa ni kama anataka kuegemea pande moja, lakini mwanaume ukimbeba ametulia, maana ameamini dereva. Yeah. Wow.
Welcome back. This is the Morning Drift, and I want to just go straight into the conversation as far as the expressway is concerned. Simba, we found out something yesterday. I didn't know about it, but did you know about it? That the faster you drive on the expressway, the less you get to pay?
No. Yeah, kinda. I've got a backstory for that.
Okay.
Yes. I was looking for that story that I covered on the expressway. I was sent from the newsroom to go cover the story on the use of expressway, just have the experience. All right. So we went through Parklands Inlet, just at the museum interchange, that particular point. So they ask you, where are you headed?
Yes.
There's already a pre-calculated amount of money that you've got to pay. Good. It was 360 shillings. In fact, they gave us the receipt because we told them we're going to Mlolongo. Good. So the thing is, our van has a speed governor. And the speed governor picks at around 75, 80. By the way, I'm so sorry to our driver. Devi, if you're listening, we keep you listening. I'm so sorry. I don't understand how you drive below 80 kilometers per hour, but it's fine.
That's why you were saying sorry?
That's it, yeah. It's a motorbike just passes you. And you're in a...
Safety, Simba, safety first.
Actually, slow speeds do not mean safety. I'll be telling you that.
No, no, it's not slow. It's not slow, Simba.
Actually,
it's limit.
Yeah, limit.
Okay.
Fine.
And there's a reason why that was introduced, the speed governor.
Imagine 75 kilometers per hour. That's the top speed you can do in a van. That's what I'm saying. So sorry to the drivers. Anyway, so there's a story to that.
Yes.
Good. So we got on. And because we wanted to enjoy and we were doing some camera work, yeah, with a videographer, Manyora, if you're listening, good morning. If you're on the way, don't walk into the studio today. Anyway, so we drove at around 65 kilometers per hour, 60 kph, you know, because we knew already that the amount to pay has already been calculated, so you don't need to worry.
All right.
All right, so we drove like that, taking pictures on the way, all the way to Mulolongo. Shock on us.
All right.
Because all of a sudden, when we're just exiting, they said it's 450 shillings.
Slightly more than what you guys expected?
It's actually
as the
slightly
standards?
more than what we expected. So we
Yes.
asked them, what's going on? But it was interesting, they could not explain.
They could not explain.
They could not explain. The attendants could not explain because they said, well, we've just hit it here on this machine. It shows the time that you got on and the time that you're exiting, so the charge is 450. We don't know exactly how it gets there. So we got wondering, actually, we came out of the expressway saying, well, is it 450 shillings? And if it was, why didn't they tell us at the entrance? Because what if you lack that money? What if you only had 360 shillings at the entry?
So it's something to do with the system.
It's something to do with the system. Then yesterday, a story comes up.
Aha, an interesting story
Isn't it?
came
A
up.
very interesting story. And it was mentioned by our managing editor, who said that well, he also observed it. That sometimes when he drove at maybe 100, 120,
360 Simba.
yeah, hold on, at the expressway.
At the highest speed, yes.
That's it.
Yes.
Then he paid lesser.
Yes.
Then when he drove slowly, he paid more. So apparently, the more you spend on the expressway in times of the time, you pay more.
But Simba, what if he was also just telling a story? What if there's a viewer who has either experienced that, or they would actually challenge us and say, no, I drove at this speed and I still paid more. Please talk to us. What has been your experience on the expressway? Is it true? Simba, I wouldn't tell. I wouldn't know.
But those are two submissions from me and our managing editor. So
No, that is the both of you. But I want to hear from anyone else who's using the expressway, who has just accustomed to the expressway, and they have been there since it was, officially opened. Have you realized or observed the same thing? When you go at a higher speed, you probably pay less. The lesser time you take on the expressway, the less you pay. Is this a reality? Tell us, those who haven't really experienced that. But Simba, yesterday you brought out something as well, and we were just trying to, understand the expressway further. It was in the President Uhuru Kenyatta's regime that this was actually done, and we have been assessing what next in the next power. What would they be doing? What's the challenge? And something came up about the exiting into the CBD, and I like how you put it. As much as it was meant to ease and everything, we're looking at just 5 minutes difference and quite a go-slow at the exit. And I was chilling this morning when someone actually approached me and said, what if that's a good thing? It shows that Kenyans really needed the expressway. The number of vehicles up there, then that means that it was needed, that it is needed. As far as, sufficient mobility is concerned, I think.
You were saying that, yes. But then the question is going to be this, Ankey. Who runs our economy? It is the Safaricom's, the mobile money. I keep on saying that because here's the thing. Yeah, you got to say what it is. I mean, yes, 99.9% of online business transactions now go through Safaricom.
All right.
I mean, to make life easier for majority of Kenyans, you got to integrate mobile transactions into their systems.
I agree.
That's what it is, isn't it? All right. Now, the few lines we've seen so far, and I would like to notice something. Every time I'm at the expressway, the only place where there seems to be some sort of snarl up on the expressway is for those guys, on the extreme left. The cash payments when you're exiting.
Okay.
Also during the entrance, on the extreme left as well, on that particular area.
That's the MTC?
That's the MTC, where manual transactions, whatever it is, you pay cash. That particular area. So I'm wondering, what if you take out all those requirements for using the expressway? Because somebody said, what if I'm from Kisumu and I just want to get to come to Nairobi, use the expressway, go all the way to Mulolongo and then continue my journey to Mombasa. And I don't have cash That's it. I mean, this is an economy that tells you we are urging people to move transactions online. But then the most important infrastructure, according to them and according to President Uhuru Kenyatta, is the same infrastructure that's telling people, no, you gotta use cash on this. Don't you see that there's a problem now? We gotta use mobile transactions. And let me tell you, since we're talking about efficiency in mobility, because how do you explain a traffic snap-up, no matter how short it may be, you know what? 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes of that.
That's a lot.
When you're at the expressway. When essentially you're taking 7 minutes from the CBD to the Eastern Bypass and 10 minutes from the CBD to Mulolongo, 3 minutes at the entrance, at the exit of the expressway, that beats common sense then. So now, why can't we have mobile transactions at the expressway?
I mean, you can't lock out everyone else. You want to go ETC, all right, that's cool, but they're giving an option. Thing is, it's just at the extreme left.
That's it, at the extreme left.
That's the only thing that I'm picking out. But I don't want to do away with the manual.
With the manual, you can do that as well if you don't want to pay online. But then why don't you make, because, by the way, Ankey, it's not locking out. It's not locking out. According to what the expressway is supposed to do, it's supposed to provide an efficient system of transport.
I agree.
So now imagine this. Make it illegal to get onto the expressway when you haven't essentially paid.
Fine. You know that option you brought in yesterday of paying prior before your entrance? That could work. But I wouldn't scrap off. I don't know what you guys think. Talk to us. And of course, if you're just trying to figure out what the expressway is, it actually stretches 27 kilometers, does it?
Yes,
or
27.
more. It's 27 kilometers.
Give or take. I'll be telling you an interesting take on that.
Tell me now.
Oh, yeah?
Tell me now.
Okay. It's a good thing that we're talking about the expressway. The amount of money that we used to construct the expressway is already a bone of contention because it went up to upwards of 80 billion, isn't it? Good. Put that on the side. The amount of money that we used to construct Thika superhighway, which is longer, which is sometimes has more lanes than the expressway. Now, if you ask government engineers, how long is the expressway?
All right. Government engineers.
Yeah, they won't tell you it's 27 kilometers. They might tell you it's 108 kilometers.
Oh, Simba.
Because then because the question becomes, how do you then measure the length of a road? Do you measure both lanes or you measure one lane? Like if you're measuring from Nairobi to Kisumu, that's it, it's one lane, you ain't gonna measure the one that's coming back. So apparently, it might be two-way, according to the expressway.
All right, the experts are watching, and I want to hear from you. From what I have is that the Nairobi expressway stretches 27 kilometers
give or take.
Through the heart.
Through the heart of
Nairobi, connecting Jomo Kenyatta International Airport to Nairobi Central Business District, the National Museum, and the Presidential Palace.
Fine. That's according to what you know. Could you go to the Ministry of Transport and try to look for how long the expressway is?
Have you guys done that, by the way? I'm going to ask the Kenyans, because what we do on the Arrival Live is to give you as much information as possible on, road safety, the roads you're using.
Yes.
Simba, what's the difference between a feeder road? Do you know the feeder roads?
Yes.
Do we have feeder roads in Kenya? Let's just do a bit of enlightening today as we wrap up the expressway. Feeder roads.
Oh, yeah. We do.
Well, what are feeder roads?
The feeder roads are the ones that are going to the main highways. For example, roads that would feed Thika Superhighway, roads that would feed Jogo Highway, because then the major highways in the country are well known and they're quite vast, isn't it? So now all the roads leading to the highways. Is it? I might be wrong. Wow, I might be wrong, isn't it? Ankey, what is a feeder road?
I don't know, Simba.
Yeah, I might be wrong.
I don't know. It's good that I don't know.
Also, could be the smaller roads within the state.
That's what I thought. Yeah, because I think you drew the word feeder roads from feeding.
Oh yeah.
Which is okay, Simba.
Which is okay. So could be give or take.
It's okay to think, and a lot of Kenyans think that way.
So the feeder roads are the smaller roads in the states or villages that are connecting one point to another.
That's what I thought as well.
That's it. Actually, it is that.
That's what it should be.
Yeah, but they should be leading to a major road.
They should lead to a major road. Yeah, yes. It's just like a main river, and then it has all the rivers channeled to, how is it, Nile?
Yeah, there's Omo, but there's no Toth.
This is all about Arrival Live, Simba. You're not going to come back on this set if you're going to confuse it with brand names.
There's
He's
Omo.
fully business-oriented, guys.
Omo, though. Yeah?
And Simba, Speaking of the expressway, the question was, now that you're very economical, we have always put, money, economy at the expense of safety.
Yes.
We have lives lost there every single day. Do you think the government is doing enough when it comes to investing on road safety? Let's just be honest here, and let's not talk about I don't know how you're going to approach this, but I feel that more could be done, including just, motivating these police officers so they don't have to take any bribe. Or what really do you think is ailing? I feel economy could also be, overlapping or trickling down its effect on road safety.
Here's the thing, just even before we touch on that particular one, just as we wrap up on this expressway conversation, there's a question that you haven't touched on. I'm fully going to go into the next one. If you break down...
Oh my goodness, how did I forget that?
On the expressway.
What happens?
What happens? Number one, it's illegal to stop at the expressway.
But I didn't stop, I broke down.
Yeah, but that was not provided under the regulations of using the expressway. They say no border should go up there, no two-wheeler should go up there, no three-wheeler should go up there, blah, 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 and all that. That once you get in, if you're a matatu or a lorry, you go straight up to your exit point. So what if you break down?
Simba, even before I think about what if I break down, first maintain your car so well that you don't have to break down on the expressway.
Isn't it? Because then there are fines that are attributed to that as well.
And I like that.
Yes.
Apparently I like that.
No, it's not. Because under normal road use, since we're talking about road safety, you can have a road that essentially says no car is going to break. No driver drives a car knowing very well my car is never going to break down. In fact, you can leave the service now, Ankey, where your car has been given a green light and you drive 20 meters away from the service and your car breaks down.
I agree. And what if you get a tire burst?
That's it. That's it.
Where do you change your tires?
Where do you change your tire?
What's going on?
Who comes to tow?
And who comes to tow?
Who comes to tow?
Are they allowed to come in?
No, they're not.
So what's going to happen?
I don't know.
Have we had incidents of that type of scenario since we started using the expressway?
I mean, I've seen a couple. I don't know whether they were off the expressway or right at the expressway where somebody has run into the rails at the expressway. But here's the thing, though. But when we were using, and I keep on referring back to the time that I covered the expressway story, we saw a bumper.
Okay.
Right at the middle of the expressway.
A bumper or a bumper?
Yeah, a bumper, like a car bumper.
Oh, no,
no. Yeah, they abandoned it because probably they thought if you stop to collect this, then you're gonna pay those fines. Then you're breaking the law.
What are we looking at as fine here? What are we looking at? Do you have those details? We need to do that.
Here's the thing, I actually do have them because they were also included in that. They were talking about if you break the infrastructure for the expressway, you are liable to repay for that. There were actually figures attached to that, and it would be very good for us to pull them and actually even read them out. I'll be, as you take the next break, I'll be reading them out to you. I'll pull them out from that website, and then we actually get to see them. Now, though, back to your question.
Before you go back to my question, I'm looking at, that is very serious, Simba. Let's just push this back to the people. Have you ever thought of this, guys? If your vehicle broke down on the expressway, like you said, you don't plan to have your vehicle broken down in whichever way. The authorities, please talk to me. Use @LookUpTV on Twitter, just tag us and enlighten us. Was this thought of, and were the experts then involved in the planning of the expressway? Wow. See.
That's exactly how you got to look at it. There's still green points on it. Plus, there is a speed limit. So if you so you can't say my car is broken down, so I want to drive at 20.
No,
in fact, that's also illegal. You can.
You're not gonna drive everyone else on the expressway.
You can't do that.
And with your hazard lights, you know
no. You can do that because then,
slow.
I mean, it's not covered. I think the expressway did not really factor in what will happen in the eventuality then that this is a special case where your car is broken down or your car. I mean, in a 27-kilometer stretch, you can't just imagine that nothing is going to happen on the expressway.
Wow, and I just want to appreciate Wycliffe for use here. He's always watching now. He's following from Nairobi. When did you come back?
Yo, did you come back telling me we've been singing with a lot of pictures of Indiana? I'll be talking to you about that once we get off air.
All right. Well, you see, it's very, very, big in matters culture. And, of course, a great shout-out. Thank you very much. Where are you watching us from? If you haven't tweeted or texted us or, of course, talk to us on Facebook, we are live. Al-Hassan Mustafa. It's good to see a new name. Hi, Hassan. Al-Hassan, I hope that I will see you every single day. Mark yourself present. Saying, I'm watching you live from Ghana. And I'm Mustafa, really enjoying the program. Thank you very much for being part of the Morning Drift. How is the transport system in Ghana?
We are better.
Are we better?
Yes.
Oh, Al Hassan, I'd love to hear from you. Please let me know how it is in Ghana. We like to compare. Qatar looks really nice.
It does.
South Africa from Joyce Kimari also looks really developed.
Way better.
Ghana,
way better.
Okay. He's insisting. Al Hassan, it's good to hear from you.
Yeah.
Kirui K.E. saying good morning, Ankey and Simba.
Oh, yeah? Good morning back, Kirui. Thank you very much for watching.
Yeah, Simba, it's been quite an interesting discussion on the expressway, and we just had some food for thought today on if your vehicle broke down on the expressway, what happens to you? You get to pay the fines? Do you get to tow your car? Or what happens?
It's still a very green area, and it's one of those things that need to be really looked into if then you're praising the expressway to be this very nice, well-thought-of, post-modern infrastructure that we're never going to see the benefits in 27 years. Yeah, wow.
Oh, really? And of course, I thought of something. Perhaps they could talk to us even on YouTube. Leave it in the comment section. Do you think the expressway serves you right? Is it necessary, or should we then rethink, redesign, or do away with it? Anything can happen, Simba.
Pretty much.
Okay. That's it for the Arrive Alive segment. Remember, whichever means of transport you're using, whichever the mode, if it is on air, by the road, walking, Futsubishi, like you know whom, remember to just arrive alive. And talk to me at Lookup TV. We come in with a big conversation. What are your thoughts on road safety? Car tracking, for example. Robbery with violence, matter security, we cover all that every single day. So leave it in the DM, and we will, of course, bring in experts and discuss these issues. But for now, we take a short breather. Still to come, the big conversation and everything business and economics.
Yippee! Kamata plotting at 349K. Oh yes, for only 349,000 Kenyan shillings, you become a plot owner at the Great Oasis Gardens, Nanyuki. The Great Oasis Gardens, Nanyuki is located along the Nanyuki-Rumuruti Road, only 11 minutes from the Cedar Mall and right opposite Mount Kenya Wildlife Estate. This is the best place to establish the getaway home that you have always dreamt about. For every 349,000 that you deposit or pay as installment towards any of Optiven's plot of land, you get 10K cash back instantly. Jaza basi twende Nanyuki. Bigger is indeed better.
Yeah.
Are you looking to turn your passion to purpose? Vera Beauty and Fashion College now brings you online classes at the comfort of your home. We are a TVET-approved institution with over 20 years experience in training competency-based courses in fashion design and creative arts, cosmetology, hairdressing, beauty therapy, interior design in soft furnishings, event decoration and flower arrangement, hospitality and catering, and training of trainers. To enroll, call us today on 0704 577 577 or visit our website at www.verabeautycollege.com. Vera Beauty and Fashion College, a center of excellence.
Help me identify a beautiful womb. I never came across one till I got to Vera.